Okay, so whenever you are using Desmos, either I will drop the link in the chat for you guys, or it will be inside of Google Classrooms as one of the links for your attachments. So let's say this is an assignment that you have, and you have your link for your attachment, and you're just going to click that Desmos link. It's going to take you to the Desmos. It should already populate your name because you should already be logged into Google Classrooms. So you're going to keep your first and last name, and then you're going to go ahead and get started. Now, one thing to note about Desmos is sometimes it will be used directly from Desmos, and sometimes we may use it in Pear Deck, but I will let you know the day of. So there are many different activities that you can do using Desmos. And so, for example, this one says to sort the graphs in proportional or non-proportional groups. So I have my non-proportional, and my proportional. So in order to drag and drop, you're gonna drag your links over here. So say you think this is proportional. You're going to wait until it's blue so that it links the cards together. But then you think this one is non-proportional. You wait till it highlights blue and it links them together. Okay? Until you are done. Then you are going, now I'm not saying this is correct. I'm just giving an example. Then you will press next. So sometimes we will use the scientific calculator. So you need to use Desmos for your graphing calculator, your scientific calculator. So if you can see this calculator up top, you notice if you click it, it gives you the scientific calculator. Okay, so you have your square roots, your squared, your numbers. So when you're dividing, it automatically turns it into a fraction for you. Okay, so you can see it puts it in decimal form, or you can see it in fraction form. Okay, if this is not available, because I will not always make that available, you can click down here because this screen is your graphing calculator. So you have all your functions here. It is the same. And then if we are working with equations, you can find the letters that you will need. And then if you click functions, it takes you to the many different functions. You will probably only use this miscellaneous function, if that, probably just for the percentage sign. Everything else will pretty much just be here. So if you wanted to find the square root of 5, you'll put square root 5, enter, and it tells you the answer. Okay, then let's say we want to graph an equation, because this is a graphing calculator. You can put the equation in. You can put y equals 2, go to your variables, x, and you'll see that it creates the equation for you on in the line on the graph for you. You can always go back. So say you don't agree with your answers because this is not a proportional line. This is a proportional line. You can go back and make corrections. Okay. Then we want to order from least to greatest. It's just a drag and drop. Okay. You order from least to greatest. And then last but not least, sometimes we will have a sketch option. So for this sketch option, the question says circle the y-intercept. Well, I know my y-intercept is where the line crosses the y-axis. If I circle that, that shows up on my end. And then you will be done with your Desmos. So that is how you use Desmos. Now you are going to go ahead and there will be a link in your assignment for you to go ahead and complete an activity.